Hey everyone, this is Lori, Lada's newest astrologer. I'm an intuitive astrologer and I'm teaching Astrology by the Stars school with me, Lori. Our classes begin September 7th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for I'm in New York, and we will explore the mysteries and magic in the astrology chart together. I've structured my classes in 10-week modules. After 4 of those modules, you will have enough knowledge to become your own personal astrologer. And whether you decide to do it part-time or full-time, this may be one of the best careers you've ever had. Now, if you're someone who's interested in relationships, if you're a healer, if you're a mother, if you're kind, caring, and you want to understand why people do what they do, understand intention, motivation, and then the interesting and intricate interrelationships because of the subconscious mind, because of the Mercury, the Moon, and the Mars, then I'm your teacher. So go to Lada's website, click on Astrology by the Stars. I just learned that if you can't afford the entire module, PayPal has some kind of payment plans going on that you can absolutely sign up for to pay for those payments little by little. Take advantage of that. I know there's Afterpay and Klarma. I know that's for clothing, but PayPal also has its payment structures. So you absolutely can afford this. We meet for an hour and a half via Zoom, so make sure your Zoom is updated and uploaded because we don't want to make other people wait on us. I'm on time always, 10 o'clock sharp every Tuesday morning in 10-week modules. You can decide to carry on through all 4. If you do, we'll be finished at the end of May or early June. Depending on if we have to have any cancellations, but I normally don't have any kind of issues like that. The other thing is, I have a celebrity webinar on the 14th of every month. We're talking about the triple tryst that's in the psychosexual deviance between Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein, and Prince Andrew. I highly recommend that you go look for the BBC interview that Emily Maitlis, a very intricate and detailed Virgo, very slowly and deliberately and in a tiny way um, out at the truth. And we can see we're going to be examining the Geminian complex that I explained in the video that I produced for the upcoming webinar. Um, I also have, there's a picture on Lada's website of chains, bound in chains, when I introduced this topic of 2 men and 1 woman. And in today's video that I released for you about the celebrity webinar, we also talk about the Geminian complex and her father, who was a Jew in disguise, who actually fought against his lineage and his ancestry and had came to a pretty dark demise, just as Jeffrey Epstein did. So if you're someone who wants to understand interpersonal dynamics, psychosexual motivations, deviance, some of these webinars that I'm going to offer you on the 14th of every month, they're for $10, guys. I think it's gonna spark your desire to want to become an astrologer or a psychologist. You see, we all have Gemini characteristics. We all have Leo characteristics. And the integration of the whole is what I teach you sensorially and intuitively as an astrologer. So this is me, Lori, just for a quick reminder. We begin September 7th. For those of you that can't meet during my time, Eastern Standard Time, because you're in another part of the world, but you're still very, very interested in astrology, please know that I will also teach you one-on-one. The cost is a little bit more because you get a more intensive study with me personally, but you can DM me or email me at ducky@3keysastrology.com to discuss that and the time that you're available, that I'm available. Please accolade your time availability to my time in New York, Eastern Standard Time, so we don't have any confusion if you're in a different time zone. And with that, I hope you have a really happy day. It's September now. I produce September videos for the channel, and I can say that it's a very healing month. It's a wonderful month to reconsider, resolve, restructure, reorganize, release. This is the most healing month that we have until we enter 2022, where we are being, I'm calling it that God is washing us. The whole world is being cleansed. We're going to see great floods on our planet. So if you live in coastal areas, I can't emphasize enough, and if you've been with me for a couple of years at my Three Keys Astrology channel, you'll understand that I've been talking, I every year do a prediction for the entire year. And I've been talking and talking about the importance of clean water. It will be the demise of mankind if we don't come up with in-home filtration systems. Our water isn't clean on the planet. And because we're going to experience great flooding like we've never seen in our lifetimes next year, it's important that you get those filtration systems right now. Get them right now so that if the water's dirty, there's all kinds of survival companies that have this sort of thing for our soldiers and our military. We all need one of these in our homes. Clean water is essential for good health, and we're facing some catastrophic natural disasters. They began a couple months ago, and I've talked about them in my videos. If you want to know how accurate my predictions and forecasts are, go see Riding Lightning and a Fire Snorting Bull that depicted. It's on Lotta's channel, astrolotta.com, and it's also on my Three Keys Astrology YouTube channel. It's called Riding Lightning, and a Fire Snorting Bull. And it speaks of the energy of the clashes of Uranus and Taurus opposing the energy that's in Aquarius, where Uranus belongs and has domain over, and how that interference has caused our collisions, all the disconnections that we're having on the planet, and a lot of the disasters that we're having right now. So astrology isn't always scary, but just like a map that'll say, don't take this road or you're going to go over a cliff, astrology is indeed a map. And when you find yourself a good astrologer, and I have a lot of repeat clientele, you'll come and say, what should I do? What's this direction? How are things going to look for this month? What's going on next year? I offer all kinds of services, guys, and any problem is not a problem. I'm not afraid to go to the deepest, darkest subjects. I'm not afraid of any diagnoses that you might be encountering. I'll help you live. That's what astrology is for. I'm a very anecdotal astrologer. I'll show you how to overcome the things that are coming about in your life, and even do synastry charts and composite charts for couples that are experiencing anything, because life's dynamic, and that's the beauty of it. Change is inevitable. And when you're mature enough to ride those waves of change, to see that there's a greater good at work behind anything we can see, then you really start to enjoy your life, and you start to be less a control freak and not so afraid of change. So don't forget celebrity webinars that I offer. All my services are offered under my picture on Astrolotta's website, as well as my own services that I offer at Three Keys Astrology. The consultations that I offer you, 90% of the readings that I do come back for astrology consultation. You will love them. We'll dig in a little deeper to any questions you have about your own personal charts, or when you order charts of your family members, or compatibility readings, Time Lord readings. You're welcome to come and enjoy an hour of astrology consultation with me, and we can discuss those intricate parts of the chart and what's going on in life. You first have to order the reading, and then we'll go further. So you take care. Have a great September. It's harvest time. It's a nice time to be structured and routine, to get all of our duty done. It's great for learning. It's Virgo time, who's a great analyst, to learn something new. This is when school starts, university starts, and my Astrology by the Stars with Lori school starts as well. You take care, and I'll see you soon. Don't forget, September 7th, every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m., we will meet, and you'll be so excited for class. I think we finish up at the end of May or beginning June, and then you can begin your own astrology practice in any form you want it to be. Bye for now. Take care, and thank you for joining me.